Everybody, this is Mr. Cadenhead, principal at Folsom High School, and I want to welcome you to our 2021 virtual back to school night tonight, Thursday evening. This is September 2nd, and we, as I shared in email last week, are conducting our back to school night virtually this year. And so tonight you will start receiving emails from your students, teachers, directly from each teacher that share information on a presentation or video presentation, either way, regarding tips for success and how to navigate their class and expectations and so on. So we wish that it could be in person, but given our current circumstances, we continue to feel that this is probably safest for all involved, with our goal of keeping us and everybody around us in school and engaged. It's been a really good start to the year. I cannot tell you how great it is to be with your kids, with our kids, on a daily basis. And I know it's been not without challenges for all, but our kids are really, really amazing, and they seem very happy, which makes us very happy as well. So thank you for trusting us with them. And welcome back to the 2021 school year, and we're looking forward to a great year. So tonight, like our teachers are going to, what I want to do is share a few tips for success with you and go fairly quickly, but I think these are important and core concepts to the way we feel that we operate and our core mission and vision, if you will, at Folsom High School. So one of the things that we value at Folsom High School is thoughtful conversations. And, we talk about this here as a staff, but the way that we speak about experiences, the way we speak to and about each other can have a profound effect on how we and other people experience, whether it's school, athletics, our workplace, whatever that is. And we recognize as well that our relationship with each other, our families, you parents, our students, our staff, our coaches, that this is a big partnership that we value. And we all have an important part in that partnership, every single one of us, and a responsibility to each other. So what I think it's important to remind ourselves of at times is, again, the way that we speak to each other and about these experiences are really important, and more important sometimes with our adolescents, because the things that we say around our kids who look to us as adults profoundly color and affect the way that they view their experiences. And key, these are their experiences. So we want to be really cautious about how teachers speak about how kids interact with their parents, about their experiences at home, about their experiences in athletics. And likewise, I think it's really important that as parents, we are careful in the words that we use and the way that we talk about the kids, coaches, and teachers and their experiences at school. Again, because it can profoundly affect how they feel about those experiences. If they're hearing positive, tolerant, understanding, balanced approaches to the experiences they're having, then they tend to approach things that way and enjoy them more. And there are going to be times when they're frustrated, and they're going to come to us as parents. I know. I just had my last two graduate from Folsom High School, and I had three go through here that they're going to be frustrated. And my response regarding their frustration and their experience was first and foremost to listen to them, but be really cautious in how I support and how I respond to that, because most of the time what they're asking me to do is just wanting me to listen, not solve it, not offer an opinion on it. If they definitely want that, they can ask for it. But I didn't want to color and change the opinion of my kids about their coaches and their teachers. They're very equipped to decide what they think about those things and make up their own opinion. They just want us to listen. So I think it's really important how we support each other in that partnership and the way that we approach those conversations. We also want to value student voice. And so one of the things we talk a lot about at Folsom High School is allowing our students to lead these conversations about their education, their athletic experience, their club experience, whatever it may be. And it's not because we don't want to talk to parents. We certainly do, and we value that relationship. But we want them to be prepared when they move on to college and career. And we know that there's a natural progression arc and maturity to that, from ninth grade, 14-year-old, to graduating, often 18-year-old senior. young adult, and we recognize that and plan for that. But the more our students can engage in conversations about their experiences directly with us, their coaches, the staff, and navigate our system, they're going to need to do that at college. They're going to need to contact their counselors, set their schedule, navigate their finances, talk to the teller at the bank, right? Return an item to a store and navigate adult conversations. These are all parts of growing up, and we want them to have those experiences. And it's on the other flip side of that partnership, there's a lot of responsibility on us as administrators, teachers, coaches, and adult staff members to make sure that we support them appropriately and honor them when they reach out to us with a concern. So if we would allow us to do that, but monitor that conversation and make sure that any questions that they have or concerns that they have are properly addressed, I think that usually works out best for our kids. They really develop confidence over their 4 years in high school. And that can be through written communication, like our email system, which all kids have access to now. And we're actually teaching directly how to email somebody in a professional manner. So our English teachers have really been awesome at teaching their kids specifically how to ask for something, how to address somebody, a salutation, a closing, including their student number when they email us, and their name, and the subject line use, and all those sorts of things. How to BCC somebody or CC somebody on an email and what that means. And again, just experiences around those verbal communications with their counselors, teachers, us as administrators, and trusting us with concerns, and the coaches when they have concerns or questions. I think those are all really valuable experiences for our young people. For academic success, they certainly as well want to utilize their PAWS time wisely. PAWS stands for Positive Achievement with Support, and this is discretionary academic time that they all receive on Wednesdays and Thursdays for about an hour. They get to choose how they use that time, which is really important to align with our values that we've developed in our work with Challenge Success and the University of Stanford, in giving student choice time and how they use that. So they can stay in their PAWS class and study, and I've gone through all the different choices that they have in their PAWS time and what they can choose to do in a presentation that was delivered to them on Tuesday of this week, actually. So they know how to use their PAWS time, they know how to navigate their PAWS time, and when they don't, at times, we will go ahead and force their hand a little bit and require them to attend a PAWS class by stamping their PAWS port, which is their student handbook as well. Okay, so as a parent, if you'd like to check and see how your student is using their PAWS time, sometimes it's called advisory, but we call it PAWS at Folsom High School. You can look in their PAWS port, and there's a line for every single day in their PAWS port where they sign where they're going, and then they get a stamp from their teacher they're traveling to get help or work in their class. So you can see where they're traveling and if that aligns with the classes where they need the most support. Right now, we're working on paper copies of those PAWS-port pages because due to COVID, our PAWS-ports are delayed a little bit. So we hope to have those in next week. If not, we'll keep making some copies and supporting students that way. So soon they should have the PAWS-ports in their hands, and you can check that to see if it aligns with where they should be traveling. Also, just in general, we talk about this a lot. I always say on Fridays our key word is balance, but it is important for us that our students are healthy, that our students are happy, and we emphasize balance and pursuit of excellence. That's our vision statement at Folsom High School. We have excellent programs. We demand excellence in many cases. We have high expectations, but we don't want to sacrifice personal health and well-being of our students, of ourselves, even in that pursuit of excellence. So we want to be balanced. We talk a lot about sleep, getting sleep. We want our students to get as much sleep as possible within reason. 9 hours would be ideal for our adolescents, but that's not normally what they report. We would like to see them get at least 7, 8 would be great. 9 would be perfect, but our students reported a couple years ago 6.25 hours of sleep per night. Which is not enough, and that is out of alignment with even many like schools who conducted that study as well. So we talk about the importance of sleep. I will give them strategies of making sure that they have habits that promote good sleep and routine around sleep, And we'll be talking about that throughout the year. And I'll hit some of those things in my Friday videos. And then the other thing we talk a lot about is our PDF, playtime, downtime, and family time, as we talk about balance in our pursuit of excellence. So it's having that unstructured time so that they can choose to do something. I spoke to a couple of our students today who talked about being excited this evening to have some time after practice to choose what they wanted to do this evening due to our shorter day, and being done with practice a little bit early. But our kids look forward to that. And sometimes in our world today, that gets lost. And we know that that's a healthy practice for kids. So those are things that we talk about. One last item that I think is really important, especially in the moment, is just giving grace to each other. We work hard to keep commitments in our partnership with our student, teachers, parents, and our staff. And with that being said, we're not going to be perfect. None of us. I certainly, as a parent, I was not. It's a really hard job being a parent. I know this. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done. It's really hard being a teacher. It's really hard being a student today. And it's really hard being a staff member at a school, especially in the circumstances that we've been operating in the last 18 months to 2 years. So we want to make sure that we have grace for each other right now. So those are the things I think if we can do these things, it's going to be a really successful school year. And I just want to say thank you again for your support. If you need anything, make sure you reach out to us, and encourage your students as well to reach out to us at any time. I hope Back to School Night is informative for you, and feel free to follow up with any questions you have with your teachers. And thank you again for trusting us with the education of your kids. We know you have a lot of choices these days, and you chose Folsom High School, so thank you.